Hello. Welcome to New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. It is a very good day because Reverend Shannon is here with us today to deliver our talk. I'm so excited. And Darcy Bradley is in the house. It's such a good day to be in community this day. Hi, my name is Reverend Shelley Walker. My pronouns are she, her, and welcome to this day and this place that love has made. If you are new or newish, we want you to know that you have stepped into an inclusive and progressive and compassionate spiritual community, that we honor you. We've created a space just for you to show up as you are in the world. We're grateful for you. There's a lot that we are about right now. I mean, always. There's so much that we're doing and being and learning and growing, and you can learn all about that and how you can get involved. If you're joining us online, you can check out our website at newthoughtcsl.org. And if you're here with us in person today, hello. There's a welcome table right outside these doors over here. You can stop, ask any questions that you might have. So please avail yourself of that. This is the time in our service when we honor that we are on the ancestral land of the Kalapuya people here in Lake Oswego, Oregon, and we affirm Indigenous history, experiences, and sovereignty. I want to welcome again those of you who are joining us online. We're so glad you are in community this day in this beautiful way that technology has created for us. Hey, we're going to be lighting a candle in a few minutes and doing some spiritual practice. If you'd like to join us in that, this would be a good time to grab a candle and something to light it with. And let's speak with one voice our vision and our mission, who we are, what we do, and why we do it. Our vision, recognizing our oneness, we envision a world that works for everyone and all creation. And our mission, providing spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Oh, so good. I want to thank our online hosts today, practitioner Cindy Gomez and practitioner Annette Nelson. Hello, thank you for being there to practitioner to our online community this day. If you have any questions for them, make sure you say hi to them, let them know where you're tuning in from today. Oh, and practitioner 2 student Erica McElroy is hosting today. Welcome, my friend. It's so good to have you there. Okay, we have something kind of exciting. We have some news. For the last few weeks, we've been engaged in our annual pledge drive, and we have had the most successful pledge drive that we have seen in a really long time. The drive was so successful that we had to get a bigger bucket for our good. We had to grow the container of our good, Reverend Shannon. Why don't you come on up? Because we made you a promise. We promised you that if you could tell us what your pledge is, if you could make that commitment to yourself and to us, we would put your name in a drawing, and 3 of you are going to win your choice. Either a class of your choice that you can attend for free, or Beyond Limits is starting this week. Reverend Shannon would like you to know, and as would I. We'll talk more about that later. So either a free class or a practitioner session. Our practitioners are here to serve you. If you'd like some one-on-one time with a spiritual guidance counselor, this would be your time for that. So Reverend Shannon, I'm gonna just there's a microphone and a bowl.
All the things, all good. We're gonna need a drum roll.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need a drum roll. Oh yeah, okay. All right, Rev. Nice.
Oh. Shh, practitioner 2 student Sherry Lester. Who
Nice.
also also heads up with Practitioner 2 student Nancy Jo King, our Caring Corner pantry. So that is really, really special and wonderful. Yay, Sherry. All right.
Well deserved.
The
Okay.
second one, Rev Shelley.
Here we go.
Another drum roll, please.
Here we go. This is way more exciting than I thought it was going to be.
It's
And
fun.
I'm not even in the bowl. I want this one.
Yes, you do.
I don't think they're here today. I pulled Susie Duncan Wynn
Oh my gosh, Susie!
because she pledged.
She pledged. Susie, our sweet
I
little
cannot wait
Susie.
to tell Susie and her family.
Susie is 20,
She's 22.
22 now. I remember when she was itty bitty.
Itty bitty.
Isn't that wonderful? Okay,
Okay,
and we're going to
last
do
one.
one more, last one. Okay,
Here, I'll stir, you pull.
perfect. I was
You
going,
ready?
how can we do
Okay,
this
Here we
together?
go. Here we go. The drum really makes it.
It's very exciting. Okay, this
Go.
one. Daniel Schweitzer!
Well, online folks, y'all pledged too. And next year, it's going to be your turn. I
That's
promise. Next year, it'll be your turn. All right, y'all. Let's get this service on and going. What a good day to be in community. I'm going to invite practitioner Barbara. No, who am I inviting up to do a treatment? An opening blessing. Or am I doing an opening blessing? Reverend Shannon is doing an opening blessing.
I'm so happy to be with all of you. I have so much to share in a moment. Let's take a moment here and just turn within in whatever way feels comfortable for you. Oh, what grace in this place. What joy in the midst of all of it. We get to step into conscious joy together this day. We get to choose love, choose joy, and we get to choose each other. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to share in spirit. I'm so grateful for all of the beloveds who join together to help make this service all that it is. The beloveds who take such good care of our children, our incredible video team, our music ministry, all of our practitioners, our staff. Oh my goodness. The many hands that contribute to this one love we get to share in. And so I invite each one of us to sit back in the seat of our soul, open our hearts, and allow ourselves to hear with the ear behind the ear, to allow divine wisdom that comes through every aspect of this service to benefit, to bless, and to uplift each one of us. What a gift to be in community. What a gift to have this spiritual family. What a gift to be together in this sanctuary, through the technology and the many miles, knowing that we are all one, and the highest truth is that there is no separation. So with an open heart, filled with joy, I give great thanks for this day that love has made. I give great thanks for this service, for its unfoldment, and for how each one of us is served and uplifted by it. From this place of grace, I let it be. And so it is. Blessed, blessed be. Blessed be. So this is the time. I'm just going to go with it, girl. Okay. This is the time, for those of you online, where we move into our spiritual practice. And really what this is it's prayer set to music. Our beloved Billy is going to turn the lights down a little bit. And I'm going to ask those of you who are here to stand as you are able. And I'm going to invite you to sing the words that are on the screen. Allow this to move through your body temple. Allow this prayer to fill you.
this great power wash through, wash through. I don't have to wonder what to say or what to do. Just let this great power wash through, wash through. Oh, let me see God's light in you, in you. Oh, let me see God's light in you, in you. I don't have to weak to see the truth. Just let me see God's light in you, in you. Oh, let this great power wash through, wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through, wash through. I don't have to wonder what to say or what to do. Just let this great power wash through, wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through, wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through, wash through. I don't have to wonder what to say or what to do. Just let this great power wash through, wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through, wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through, wash through. I don't have to wonder what to say or what to do. Just let this great power wash through, wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through, wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through, wash through. I don't have to wonder what to say or what to do. Just let this great power wash through, wash through. And so it is.
Good morning. The following is an excerpt from The Courage to Be Whole by Mark Nepo. Courage is the heart's great teacher. It asks us not to leap, but to listen, to stay with the broken things until they teach us how to mend. So often we think courage is a matter of overcoming, yet real courage is the willingness to keep opening to life even when it hurts. To be whole is not to be unbroken, but to let every crack be a door for light to enter. Wholeness is what grows when we meet our wounds with mercy, when we keep choosing to begin again. There is a power that lives in all things, an unnameable river that moves through loss and joy alike. When we open our hands, the current carries us. Each time we face what we fear, each time we open what is closed, we discover again that courage is simply the faith that love itself will hold us. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Bernalee. Now please give a warm welcome back to Darcy Bradley.
by changing your mind. Raise a vibration by knowing you are divine. Make the mental path one step, repeat. I surrender to the presence of the God in me. Make a mental path one step, repeat. I am practicing the presence of the Goddess in me. What do you believe? You got to know your truth. Pure potential possibility, that is you. If you stand in opposition, you perpetuate the dream. Which you resist, persist, then let love be what you bring. Step one, repeat. I surrender to the presence of the God in me. Make a mental path one step, repeat. I am practicing the presence of the Goddess in me. Make a mental path one step, just do. Surrender to the presence of the God in you. Make a mental path one step, just do. I am practicing the presence of the Goddess in you. Follow your intuition and the passion that you got. Be pulled by your vision, don't be pushed by your thoughts. Everything experienced is energetic. Be aware of energy, you give and you get it. Out of the routine, slip into preserver state. Change your mind by changing habits, choose a different way. Say yes to your highest and your best. What you desire, you can easily manifest. Make a mental path one step, repeat. I surrender to the presence of the God in me. Make a mental path one step, repeat. I am practicing the presence of the Goddess in me. Make a mental path one step, just do. Surrender to the presence of the God in you. And make a mental path one step, just do. One step. Do not be afraid, one step.
Oh, Darcy Bradley, you could sing the phone book. I am telling, that is a hard song to sing. Oh my goodness. Darcy Bradley, the New Thought Messengers, Kate and Emily. Oh my gosh, are we blessed or are we blessed? Woo! Thank you so much. Hello. For those of you who are just joining us, my name is Shannon O'Hurley and my pronouns are she, her. And I am so excited to be home. I'm so excited to be home. I have just returned from my yearly solo retreat time. This is not the kind of like rest on the beach vacation. It's a very different time for me. For those of you who know me, you know that sacred travel, when I go to ancient holy places, fills my cup and renews my spirit like nothing else. I learn so much that I then get very excited to bring back to you, which I'll be doing over the course of the next few weeks. This last journey took me mainly through Italy to sacred sites and cathedrals and quiet chapels and what the Irish call the thin places, where the veil between this world and the next feels so thin that it demands the deepest listening and stillness. And I got the opportunity to do that. And each day I visited 2, often 3 of these sacred places where I would go in and I would light candles and I would sit and I would pray for a long time. And I would listen deeply for a long time. And one day I was down in the Cinque Terre region of Italy, if you know it. And I was on my way to one of these holy places when I realized that I was on the wrong train. Anybody? And so all my plans got rearranged, And thank God for this teaching because, at first it was panic. I had no idea where I was going. I was on one of those trains that did not have the list of, I don't know. At one point I was like, am I going to go to France? I don't know what's happening. But thank goodness for this teaching because right after that little momentary, I remembered to take a breath and realized, Spirit is up to something here on my behalf. So I'm just going to get really curious and see what happens. And so what ended up happening is the train actually ended up stopping at this small little town, still in the Cinque Terre, which that was great, that I hadn't actually planned to visit, called Corniglia, or as I was told, Cornelia. And knowing clearly there was something there for me, I stepped off the train, ready to see what awaited me. And if you've been to the Cinque Terre, you know that each of these, there's like 5 different villages, and they're all on the side of a cliff, sort of, where the sea is at the bottom, and these beautiful villages are up there, and there's these ancient churches, and what used to be pagan temples and churches were built on top of them, and Roman, it's extraordinary, the history there. And I hadn't planned on going to Corniglia because it sits at the very, very top of the mountain. It's hard to get to. But there I was. So I got off the train, and there's only 2 ways to get to the actual town. By shuttle, which winds its way up the mountain, or by a massive staircase called the Large Arena. And when I got off the train, the shuttle line was just really, really long. And there were a lot of people in line that seemed sort of irritated. And I thought, I don't think that's really what I want today. It was also really hot. There was no shade, not good for this redhead. So I thought, I'll take the stairs. How hard can it be? Oh, my friends, it is 33 flights of stairs straight up the mountain. I got my steps in and then some. And then some. And as it happens, I actually navigate some old injuries that can make a climb like that, not always, but often, it can make it tricky for me. It can be a little hard on my knees and my back. Going down the steps or down a mountain is not hard at all, but going up can be tricky for me. But that's another story. So I was like, I'm fine. I started climbing, piece of cake. I was like, this is not going to be any issue at all. Until my knees began to crunch and pop, and then my back chimed in, and the sun was beating down, and I realized that my water bottle was empty. And around the 20th flight of stairs, I began to naturally wonder if I should turn around and just go back. That's what it looked like about halfway up, just to give you a sense of a beautiful and not easy, just not easy, not impossible by any means, but there it is, there I was. And, I was pretty uncomfortable, to put it mildly. I was pretty uncomfortable, but discomfort isn't a reason to quit, as Rev Shelley so brilliantly reminded us last week or the week before. I watched both of those talks, so they're all kind of both in my mind and in my heart and in my being. And I thought of you. I was like, okay, all right. This is just discomfort. And for me, so you know, I knew that as soon as I got to the top, the discomfort would end. It's only when I'm like on the climb that it's a little ouchy. Okay. And so in that moment, realizing that this was an opportunity for me, this was an invitation for me to continue up that staircase and to be incredibly mindful as I did it. And I was like, oh, Spirit, that's what we're working on today. All right, okay. So my call in that moment was to stay very present with each step, to stay very present, to breathe through what I was feeling, to stay with it, knowing that as Spirit always does, Spirit was going to meet me exactly where I was in that moment. And of course, that's what happened. When I looked up at all those stairs ahead of me, it seemed for a moment, I remember looking up and thinking, how am I going to, ouch, that's impossible. How am I going to do this? But when I kept my attention on just the step I was on, and then the next step and the next, breathing through each one, calling on my angels and remembering Spirit is my inner strength, I eventually made it to the top. And to my surprise, I felt stronger than when I began. I felt stronger than when I began. I don't know, John, if you have that other image of me. There I am. Thank you, you're so sweet. So I'm not a selfie-taking person, to put it mildly, if you know me, but I was like, I am going to document this. And you know that moment when you finally let go and you let love, our theme for October is let go and let love. When you finally let go and remember that you're surrounded by love, as soon as I did that, I could feel that love. I could feel that love was moving right along with me up each step. And right there on those stairs, before I reached the very top, I thought of us. I thought of all of us in this beautiful spiritual family as I climbed. I thought about our lives and our world and our collective journey and how each one of us here and online, wherever you may be watching or listening from, that we've all incarnated at this time in human history to have this collective experience together. Another one of the places, the sacred places that I got to go to was Assisi. And I'm going to be talking about that next week and my experience there, and along with this idea of change and how we navigate change through the spiritual lens. St. Francis of Assisi said, "Start by doing what is necessary, then do what is possible, and suddenly you're doing the impossible." Start by doing what is necessary, then by doing what is possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible. Each of us has our own version of the Larderina, the long staircase before us. Maybe for you, it's the uncertainty of that thing in your life, or it might be the relationship you're trying to heal, or the diagnosis, or the forgiveness of yourself or others, as Rev Shelley so beautifully taught. Maybe for you, that staircase is grief, or it's releasing anger, or it's staying strong in the face of the challenge you may be experiencing. Maybe for you, it's about releasing an addiction or a habit that's no longer serving you, or perhaps it's feeling the collective heartbreak in the world right now. So the question becomes, are you on a particular step in your own life right now? And what is that for you? Maybe you're just standing there looking up at the steps in front of you, the contemplation stage, or maybe you just started the path forward, or perhaps you're somewhere in the middle, waffling a little bit. Maybe you're tired, weary, or even considering turning around, going back down because continuing forward feels like it's just too much. Or maybe you simply want to sit right down on those steps and take a very long nap. Anybody? Oh, I can so relate to that. Been there a gazillion times. But here's the thing. Rest is good. It's okay to rest. Rest is holy. But my friends, there are lots of people who made it halfway up whatever mountain they were climbing instead of being with the discomfort, remembering that it is temporary, and consciously allowing it to roll through them. They stopped on a particularly annoying step and decided to just take a quick nap, but the problem is that nap has lasted a decade. Or 2. Or 3. Plenty of well-meaning folks have camped out on that same step for so long, it has become their new address. They've plopped down, pitched a tent, and now they just wave politely at the others passing by. And here's the wild part, most don't realize they're still asleep. They don't realize that they're still napping on that step. Can you relate? Yeah, me too. Me too. Is there an area of your life where you can lovingly, and I mean lovingly and compassionately say, yep, I definitely sat down and pitched a tent right there. Sure enough, yes. And as Ernest Holmes said, awareness is curative. Awareness is curative, so please be gentle with yourself here. Because the thing is, as much as we would like to skip steps, there is no elevator on this particular path. There just isn't. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, come on. We can put people on the moon, the whole AI thing. Can't we just get an elevator for the hard stuff? No. Now, I want to take a moment and I want to provide a clear distinction around this conversation. And that is that we gather together here at NTCSL not only for the loving, supportive community, but in particular for our own spiritual growth. We talk about this. We do our own work so that we can then walk it out into the world to help make the world a better place. Not to be confused with the whole self-improvement culture or mindset. NTCSL is not a self-help or optimize your life space. The world has plenty of that. We are a spiritual community, a place to remember that you are never separate from God's spirit love, whatever word you're comfortable with, and that you already carry divine strength within you. So the steps I'm talking about today are not about somehow fixing yourself. That is an incredibly toxic and self-defeating narrative. You are magnificent, exactly the way you are right now, full stop. Full stop. Full stop. What we are about here in our spiritual community is about each one of us awakening to the truth of who we inherently already are. In this safe, inclusive space, we take conscious steps towards greater peace and deeper connection and joy that is not dependent on our circumstances or what we look like or what we do for a living. Blah, blah, blah. That is not the important stuff here. The self-help movement would like to have you think differently, wouldn't it? But that's not why we are here. We are here for our spiritual evolvement, evolution, and growth. The spiritual principle that I'm talking about today, the one that in particular I want to bring to us and all of you in our beloved spiritual growth circles, I invite you to talk about this spiritual principle this week if you want to continue this conversation or downstairs, is fortitude. I gave this a lot of thought because my first instinct thinking about the stairs was, well, that spiritual principle is strength. That's strength. Now, the spiritual principle of strength is the steady power of spirit moving through us, for sure. And that is needed and that is important. And fortitude adds another dimension that is so important for the moment that we are living through right now, and that is moral strength. Moral strength in the face of difficulty. The word fortitude comes from the Latin fortis, meaning strong or brave, but it carries with it the sense of spiritual endurance. Isn't that beautiful? Spiritual endurance. Fortitude was described by the 13th century philosopher and theologian Thomas Aquinas as the virtue that keeps us true to the good even amid challenge. The true meaning of fortitude is moral courage. And so fortitude feels especially fitting here. It is strength infused with trust and the loving presence of God or Spirit as unshakable steadiness within our soul. The divine holding firm through us moment by holy moment. Ancient Hindu wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita teaches, no effort on the path of love is ever lost, and no obstacle can ever stop it. No effort on the path of love is ever lost, and no obstacle can ever stop it. About 2/3 of the way up those Italian stairs, I thought about home, Oregon, and how our state was just at that moment in the headlines with all the talk of troops potentially deploying here. And it was not lost on me that our country, too, is halfway up a great staircase. Tired, but determined. Moving through discomfort. Thirsty for sanity. And uncertain what waits above. And yet, we are all here. We are still showing up. We are still loving, doing what we can, step by step, as you sang so beautifully, Darcy. Step by step, right here in our beloved NTCSL community, as we do all we can to protect democracy, to support immigrants and our undocumented siblings, to stand with our LGBTQIA+ family, praying that the current peace deal in Palestine holds, and that peace prevails in Ukraine and the Congo and in our own American streets and everywhere it is needed. All of this is sacred work. It is prayer in motion, and all of it happens moment by holy moment, step by step. So if you happen to find in your own life right now that you are on step 2 or step 202, and you are noticing that your knees have started to complain, I invite you to take a deep breath, to ask for support, and remember that love journeys with you. Always. Always. We forget. But love is always journeying with you. Speaking of support, right here in our spiritual community, we do everything humanly possible to provide you with what you might need along your journey. This coming Wednesday, October 15th, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm beginning one of my favorite classes to teach, Beyond Limits. It's a 6-week online journey that offers personal and powerful tools to help you wherever you may be on your path. And I want you to know that with everything, with all of our classes, we have need-based scholarships, so do not let that be a hindrance in any way, shape, or form for you. And in just 2 weeks, on October 25th, I'll be facilitating an all-day in-person retreat. It's the first of its kind here, the Petite Retreat. Isn't that cute? The Petite Retreat. And it too is designed to meet you exactly where you are. And it's going to be a rich and restorative and healing day, a time of reflection and contemplation and spiritual growth. And also need-based scholarships are available. So please join me, join us in that. You have this community, and right now, community is everything. There is genuine support for you here. Please know that, and please remember that as we all move through this time together. And as we talk about this sort of idea this week of taking steps, one breath at a time, holy steps, it's important to remember that many of those steps happen out in the world together. Yes, we do our own inner work, but we're also taking steps out in the world together. You know, just a couple of days ago, I saw a woman online from Chicago, an ordinary neighbor, and she was sharing how her community is responding to the recent acts of violence and cruelty and fear there in Chicago. And she said in this Instagram post that after, you may have heard this on the news, after a mother was taken by ICE while picking up her child from school, something extraordinary began to unfold in her neighborhood. People, everyday folks who had never been activists before, some have never voted before. People just started showing up. Neighbors, she said, of all walks of life began standing together to protect the most vulnerable among them. That is who we are. That is the truth of our soul, of who we are. She said that when word goes out that ICE has appeared in a particular neighborhood, within moments, the streets fill with people filming and witnessing and linking arms, standing for love. And at the end of her video, she said something that stayed with me. And I think I played it, I don't even know, maybe 5 times, and I wrote it down. She said, "They're trying to divide us, but what they don't realize is it's bringing us together. It's making us stronger." That, beloveds, is fortitude made visible. That is moral courage. And it reminds me that we are never alone. We're never on this path alone. There is strength and there is joy in our numbers. And our numbers are enormous. Don't forget that. Please don't forget that. From 1 Corinthians or 1 Corinthians chapter 16, it says, "Be strong, stand firm in faith. Let all that you do be done in love." Be strong, stand firm in faith. Let all that you do be done in love. What a great reminder for certain people who call themselves Christians. Do everything in love. I want to again personally invite you to be a part of an incredible opportunity to stand, to witness, and to celebrate what happens when love refuses to back down. So I mentioned this before, and I want to say it again. This Saturday, October 18th, Rev Shelley and I joyfully invite you to join us in putting that love into motion at the No Kings March. Yeah. Yes. Organizers believe that this is going to be the largest coordinated demonstration in American history. And we will be there joyfully and purposefully, love made visible, wearing our new long sleeve shirts. As you can see, we're the walking advertisements for them for the fall and winter. We have them on sale. We don't have a lot of them, so if you want one, please grab it. And it's there for you, so you will be toasty and supported in the march together. We'll be meeting, as we always do, on all these marches that we do together at Voodoo Donuts, because why not? 22 Southwest 3rd Avenue. You'll hear more about it when we do our announcements. And as always, we'll carpool. Just email. If you want to carpool, please email office@newthoughtcsl.org, and we will arrange that, or you can meet us there at noon. And you just know that you're going to be surrounded by good-hearted, peace-centered people. It's family-friendly, it's doggy-friendly, it's safe, it's soul-filled, it's filled with light and a lot of joy. And those of you who are not local, please just Google No King's March. There are a gazillion of them being planned right now in your area. And for our international community members, first, I want to say thank you to you. While I was in Europe, I met a lot of people on my travels, on the trains, going from place to place. We would strike up a conversation, and they would ask me where I'm from. And while sometimes I wanted to say Canada, I'm clergy, so I can't do that. Darn, Shell, darn. No, I'm teasing. The moment I told them I was from the United States, every single time, there was not one exception. In a taxi, on a train, the person who worked in the church, and I was looking for the section where there's the Divine Mother, whatever it was, they would ask me, where are you from? And I would say the United States, and every single time there was an immediate, instantaneous softening in their face, and their eyes softened, and it created this opportunity for me to connect with them, for us to connect. And I would say to them, because it was just this moment that was wanting to be filled with something. And so my response was always the same. And it was, yeah, it's hard for us right now. And every single time, every person I encountered said, we are all with you. We are all watching. We are together. You are not alone in this. The world is watching. Keep marching. Keep standing up for your democracy. You're a beacon for the world. I mean, the love that I experienced, I cannot begin to tell you. And then I started doing some research, and I found that there have been marches. There have been international marches on behalf of us. And there are no King's Marches scheduled internationally on October 18th. So for you, beloved international community members, I invite you to join us, find a march or light a candle on Saturday, October 18th. What a reminder that we are not alone. We're not individually alone on the staircase, and we are not collectively alone on the staircase. That love I felt, it was like global living prayer. Everyone, everywhere, rooting for our collective awakening and healing. This is such a beautiful way for us to connect on an evolutionary scale. Because what I'm telling you is that what's happening right now in our country is such an opportunity for us to collectively usher in the light, to remember why we incarnated here together, to be strong. So, this week, I invite you to do what is yours to do, whatever step you may find yourself on. If you need support, we are here for you. If you are feeling discomfort, trust that it is temporary. You will get to the top. You will. It will be healed, the thing, whatever that is for you. Know that we are not alone in this, ever, ever. My friends, each one of us has the fortitude, the moral courage to continue moving forward and upward amidst all of it, step by holy step. We will rise together. Let's pray. I invite the practitioners forward and those beloved practitioners online. I invite you to turn inward to prayer as well. And let's all just take a moment. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that, or you can always gaze, a soft gaze at a spot directly in front of you on the ground. And let's take an easy breath in and a deep exhale, letting it all out. Just taking a moment to remember the truth within us, this fortitude, this moral courage, this love that lights our path, this love that is lit before us. With every step we take, we are guided lovingly along our way. And so in this moment, I give thanks. I give thanks for all people everywhere who gather in mosques and centers for spiritual living and churches and synagogues and planning meetings, temples and kitchen tables, recognizing that this one human family is here for one reason, and that one reason is that we understand love to a greater and greater and greater and greater degree in our lives, through us, and in our world. And so I, in this moment, allow this love to be with all of our loved ones, our friends and our family, our friends that are family, knowing that we are surrounded by this love, that truly, truly something is happening here for the greater, highest good of all of us. And that if there is any moment where we feel concern or fear or worry, we have an opportunity to breathe through that discomfort, to let it move through us so that we are able to take the next step in this life that is love. This life that is beckoning us to love more. I'm so, so grateful for each one of us here. I allow this prayer to be a beacon of love to all of the hurting places in the world, knowing that we are participating in the global peace process through sending our love, knowing that that is one of the greatest things we can do. And so as we collectively together here and online send our love to all of those around the globe that are hurting, we uplift this planet. We allow more light to be felt, to be heard, to be seen, and to be known. I am so grateful for this community. I'm so grateful for the staircase. I'm so grateful for missing trains that lead us to new heights. Each one of us is here on purpose. And each one of us is here to love. And so it is from this place of love that I express my absolute gratitude, my absolute thanks for this and so much more. From this place of love, I let it be and I let it become. And so it is. Blessed be. Amen. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I never thought I'd say this. Reverend Shannon, I'm glad you missed that train. And I'm even more glad that you caught the right plane home. Welcome home. This is our time for conscious giving, and I want to say two things. The first thing I want to say is to those of you who were able to commit to a pledge, thank you so much for that activity, for allowing God to speak through you to this community, through your finances. It changes things in us and in the world when we make that kind of commitment. So I want to say thank you. And for those of you who were not able to commit to what you think a pledge would look like for you for the coming months and year, I want to say two things. One is it's never too late. We accept pledges all the time, all the time. You can do it online on our website, newthoughtcsl.org, or we still have the pledge forms, or still, they look like this when you see this. Please turn those pledges in. And if you are not in a space where making a financial commitment is the responsible thing for you to do right now, I want you to know that's okay too. You are an important part of this community. And so whatever is yours to share, whether that's money or volunteering or helping with our food pantry, it doesn't matter. You showing up is what matters. So I want to thank you for that. For all of you who are able to contribute, I want to say thank you. A small portion of everything that you give goes out into the world to organizations that put feet to our values in the world. We feed the hungry. We do so much work with that. And it's a blessing to be able to give. So know that. There are many ways to give. newthoughtcsl.org. Text to give at 503-966-3236. The ushers are going to come forward here with the baskets. Thank you. Thank you for being part of this community. Let's speak a word of blessing on our gift. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. Blessed be. All right, please help me welcome Darcy Bradley and the New Thought Messengers.
Everybody's got a thing, but some don't know how to handle it. Always reaching out in vain, not taking the things that would happen. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. No, no. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you're taking. They say your style of life's a drag, and that you must go other places. Just don't you feel too bad when you get fooled by smiling faces. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. No, no. 'Cause I'll be standing on the side when you're taking. When you get off your trip, don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Ooh, everybody needs a change, a chance to check out the new. Just only one who sees the changes you take yourself through. Ooh, yeah. Don't you worry about a thing. Worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Yeah. Oh, ba 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 ba.
Don't worry about a thing. Thanks, Darcy, and our musicians. Great job today. A few announcements. Our new member orientation, as I said, is today from 12:45 to 1:45 p.m. Pacific, in person and online. If you're attending in person, enjoy a light lunch in the community hall and then return to the fireside room at 12:45 p.m. If attending online, register on our website and you'll receive a Zoom link in a confirmation email. Our fall certified class, Beyond Limits, as Shannon said, begins this Wednesday, October 15th, online only, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. This is a foundational course for a prerequisite for most of our other classes. Whether you're newer to our community or have been around for a while, it's a great opportunity to ground yourself in principle so we can better live our lives and serve humanity. Need-based scholarships are available. Register on our website, newthoughtcsl.org, or in person in the foyer. And join Reverend Shannon and Rev Shelley for the next No Kings March. Yes, this Saturday, October 18th. Bring your signs, wear your NTCSL t-shirts. We'll meet at the Voodoo Donuts at 12 noon and walk together to the waterfront. If you're interested in carpooling together to the waterfront, email office@newthoughtcsl.org. For those watching online, please find a local event in your area to support. And NTCSL is delighted to invite you, as Rev Shannon said, to the first annual Petite Retreat, with her on Saturday, October 25th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This retreat will be held here at the center, Lake Oswego. It's a chance to step away from daily life and immerse yourself in renewal, reconnection, and belonging. Rev Shannon has created this retreat especially for this moment in our lives, offering spiritual practices, reflection, and of course, shared laughter as we experience the riches of the retreat in a single day. The cost is $125, which includes lunch, and space is limited. Need-based scholarships are available. Please register at newthoughtcsl.org or in person again in the foyer. Our local folks, as an intergenerational community, you're all invited to this community-wide pumpkin carving and pizza party on Sunday, October 26th, after service. This is for everyone, kids and adults too. That is, kids and adult kids too. Come and enjoy the fun, carving pumpkins, eating pizza. RSVP by October 23rd on our website, newthoughtcsl.org, so we can plan the food. Prior to this party, we're accepting pumpkin donations from the community. There's a tub outside the main front doors where you can place pumpkins. Thank you for supporting this event.
Thank you, Practitioner Helen. This is a vibrant and growing community, and it's so good. I want to thank those of you who are here in person. Thank you for showing up today, and I want to thank those of you who are with us online today. We are not we without us. People are joining us from Colorado, Oregon, Nebraska, Virginia, California, Germany, Spain, Montana, and Texas is in the house. Y'all, thank you so much for being part of this community. I want to thank our online hosts, practitioners Cindy Gomez and Annette Nelson, and practitioner student Erica McElroy. Thank you so much for your service today. If you are here in person, the welcome table is right out here. You can see Cindy Koski there, and right across from it, Jenny Perelson is helping with registrations. If you're ready to get registered for that class, Beyond Limits starts this Wednesday. So excited. This Wednesday? Wow. Where did October go? Or if you want to sign up for the Petite Retreat, you can do that right here. For those of you who are joining us online, newthoughtcsl.org to get signed up for that class. I would like to invite all of the practitioners who are going to be available for prayer after service to please come forward. For those of you online, there will be practitioners available for you too. Just click on the link in the chat box. Once service is over, it'll take you to a Zoom room with a licensed practitioner. Whether you want prayer because you want to make sure that Seattle goes all the way, Brian Harris, that's what he's praying for. Whatever is on your heart, these practitioners will pray with you and know truth with you. Following service, our sanctuary turns into a quiet space for prayer and meditation. Parents, please pick up your children. And then everyone is invited downstairs to join us. There's nosh, there's coffee, there's a beautiful bookstore. T-shirts are right there in the hall. I can see them. They're also online. Just go to the bookstore link on our website and you can find them there. New members, we'll see you in the fireside room. Go out these doors and cross the courtyard, and we'll see you there at 12:45 after you have a snack downstairs. Whew. Everyone who was part of the service, Helen, Bernally, Reverend Shannon. Y'all, please stand as you're able for our final blessing. Reverend Shannon.
We have some lovely stairs in front of us, don't we? And we're going to do it together. May you go in the light, as the light, and with the light until we meet again. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Mwah.
I release and I let go.